Welcome to Operation New Blood, and to celebrate the new season, I'm going to give you one tip for every attacker. If you do enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. Go follow my Twitch, Twitter and TikTok, all in the description of this video. Without wasting any more time, thank you guys for all the support, and let's jump into the first attacker. That being the newest one, the recruit of the new season, Striker. Now the tip for Striker is going to be utilize the fact that you can solo open hatches with the combination of pocket EMPs and hard breach can openers. With this combination, if any hatch is electrified by Cade, you can throw an EMP and use your hard breaches to open the hatches. This is definitely the most powerful combo on Striker, and you should definitely be running it in the new season if you're playing Striker. For Sledge, you should never be bringing frag grenades unless you have a plan to get rid of bulletproof utility. This is due to the fact that now frags can't really get any kills, and flashbangs are honestly the best secondary gadgets in the game now. For Thatcher, if you're going to be burning a Aruna Gate, make sure you throw your EMP at the Aruna Gate instead of just throwing it to the side, because it will deactivate the Aruna Gate longer and will cut it out for a round as long as possible. For Ash, you should be running a 1x. It's due to the fact that you're an entry fragger, meaning you're going to be taking the brunt of the gunfights, and you're going to be taking the most close range gunfights. For Thermite, keep in mind that in some scenarios you can open 2 walls at once with 1 exo breach. What I mean by this is, for example, on Skyscraper, if you come onto the Geisha wall, if you place your exo breach on the far right of the wall, you can get the wall that takes you into drum as well. For Twitch, make sure you use your normal drones to drone in your Twitch drones. This ups the likelihood of you keeping your Twitch drones alive and getting rid of as much utility as possible. For Monte, you should never be standing still with your shield unextended. This is due to the fact that if you are standing still with your shield unextended and you're stood up, they can shoot your feet. If you're crouched, they can shoot your shoulders. So make sure you're always moving to keep yourself as hard to hit as possible. For Glass, you work really well with Sense, but that's a given. It's a smoke grenade. But what I also want you Glass players, all 12 of you, to keep in mind is the fact that you're bearing 9, probably the best secondary weapon in the game, if not the second best. For Fuse, I would recommend you run the shield over the AK. I know what you're thinking, what happened? The AK used to be the best weapon in the game, now you're telling me to use a ballistic shield? With the shield rework, shields are super powerful and honestly meta, and if you really want to win rank games at the moment, run Fuse, Monte, Blitz, all triple shield, get in there and just kill people with the shield. For Blitz, just don't get on TikTok when you die. There's 2 scenarios on Blitz. You either run in there and kill everyone, or you run in there and die immediately. So regardless of what happens, don't get on TikTok, get on the drones and give out callouts to your team. For IQ, I want you to keep in mind that the fact that you can scan the likes of Pulse, Solus and Vigil through walls with your IQ tracker. This will be extremely powerful for hunting down roamers and getting kills onto said roamers. For Buck, keep in mind, you're probably the 3rd most flexible operator in the game. That's behind Gridlock and of course Striker, the newest recruit added to the game with the new season. The reason you're the most flexible in the game is the fact that you have access to the Gon 6 and the hard breach can openers. So you can open hatches, get rid of 1 bulletproof utility with your Gong 6, and your skeleton key is amazing for making holes in the site that you typically would not have. For Blackbeard, swap. There's no other way to put it, just swap, get off Blackbeard. But if you really want to use him, make sure you try to take as many gunfights as possible which only expose your head. Maybe this means crouching on a window sill or going rappel upside down on the window. For Capital, you should use your firebolts with the mindset of the old frag grenades, where you use them to clear players off certain places on the map, like Bandit tricking the wall on Cash CC wall, or anyone in garage rafters on Clubhouse. Use your firebolts to get them off the Azamis. For Habana, make sure you run the Supernova shotgun. It's the most powerful shotgun in the game and oftentimes just 1 hits. For Jackal, I would recommend you run him with another roam clear operator. This is due to the fact that Jackal is the weakest at the moment, and if you really want to get power and usefulness out of his gadget, you should be using him in combination with another one to create more chaos for that roamer. For Ying, I recommend that you pre-fire everything. This is due to the fact that your T5 shoots at a snail's pace. This gun is booty, cheeks, diarrhea shit. It does not get worse than this gun's fire rate. For Zofia, you should try use her as a secondary fragger. This means you should be behind the Ash or the Twitch or the IQ and get a refrag onto them when they die. Or in Harky terms, just bait your teammates with Zofia. Just bait everyone. For Dokubi, you should attempt to learn the SMG-12's recoil. You don't want to go out there looking like Harky, like the spray you're seeing on screen right now, because I shit you not, that is a real ranked spray. IQ ranked with Harky, and that's how you shoot the SMG-12. Please, don't be like Harky, learn the recoil. For Lion, make sure you use your ability after droning an opponent out that's roaming. This is due to the fact that it will extend the warranty of the info you've just gained on that drone. So if I drone someone off site, they're trying to run back to site, I pop my ability, meaning have to stand still, and the info I've just gained from droning is extended. For Finka, combo with any shield op. This is due to the fact that as shield operators, you're going to get impact and nitroed a lot, meaning you're going to lose a lot of HP. With your Finka heals, you can heal them back up. meaning they have to burn more frags, more nitros to deal with just one shield operator. For Maverick, it's going to be on Clubhouse on the CC wall. You can do it on many different walls as well. If you go prone and make a breach torch line at the bottom of the main wall, you can get anyone repel on your left to look through the prone Maverick torch holes and shoot anyone that's on the main CC wall. This can often get multiple picks a game and can get rid of any bandits on the wall. For Nomad, if you're an ex-Iana main, I recommend you play Nomad. This is due to the fact that you have the ARX and you have flashbangs as well. And of course, Nomad's flank watch is probably the third best in the game. For Gridlock, you gotta keep in mind you're one of the most flexible operators in the game. It's because you can bring smokes, EMPs, and frag grenades. You also have access to a super short shotgun, try to say that 3 times over 5 times fast, or what the fuck they say. And the F90 is a solid primary assault rifle. The only downside to playing Gridlock, you move like Anif X. For Knock, it's gonna be a strat combining you and a Kali. On border, you want Kali and yourself as Knock to spawn on the east side of the map. Then activate your ability, run up to the door that takes you onto the top floor site, and get Kali to shoot down the barricade. Defenders will think that your Kali is just sniping from the attacker spawn, and you can just run in and kill anyone unsuspected of your presence inside. For Amaru, same as Spana. Use Supernova shotgun. The SMG-11 is the best secondary weapon in the game, meaning the Supernova is probably better on Amaru than it is Habana. For Kali, keep in mind that you can crack mirrors and get rid of bulletproof utility with your lances, not just bandit batteries through walls or cage claws through walls. On top of that as well, what I recommend you do is repel when you're using Kali. This is due to the fact that your strike speed's quicker when you repel than it is when you're just walking about trying to swing angles with a massive 50 caliber sniper rifle. With Ayana, you should be bringing EMPs. This so you can assist your breaches on opening the wall. Then after doing so, find your entry. If they're not dead yet, drone them in with your Gemini replicator. This means that the entry can get the refrag off your clone, sort of like how you would do as a secondary fragger on Zofia, for example, with an entry. For Ace, keep in mind your Selma breach charges can break bulletproof utility. This meaning maestros at the right angles in the right scenarios, castle barricades, and most importantly, deployable shields. For Zero, you have the second best flank watch in the game behind Gridlock, as long as, a big if, if your teammates watch your cameras. So, you should be shouting in-game chat as much as possible. Get on cam! For Flores, I recommend you run a 1x on his assault rifle. This is due to the fact that after you do all the Flores droning and blow up as much bulletproof utility as possible, you're going to be most of the time entry fragging for your team. So, with a 1x, that will assist you in getting as many kills as possible close range. For Osa, you should be trying to set up your shields on the other side of the map and just sit behind it. That will put ghost pressure on the defenders, and as long as you don't get impacted or nitro celled, you don't even need to peek, and it'll put pressure on the defenders and make them cautious of peeking you. For Sense, I recommend you run the 417. Sense's gadget does have a lot of potential, but you gotta come in with a plan, a hard game plan at that. And the 417 is the best DMR in the game to getting kills with. For Grim, you're the best operator in the game at the moment, I don't want to tell you. Like, you want to get a kill on someone? Oh sure, use the 552 commando. Probably one of the best assault rifles in the game. Okay, but I'm heavy, right? So I can't just swing everything. Nope, you're a free speed. You swing at the speed of light. Okay. Oh, maybe my secondary gadgets are you. Nope. No. My friend, you have the best secondary gadgets in the game. If you want assist with open hatches or breaches, you have EMPs. You want open said hatches, you have can openers. Okay, but my primary gadget is dog shit to make up with the fact that I'm probably one of the most flexible operators in the game. Bro. Nope. Your Hive launcher, you have 5 of them. They give red pings on anyone in the vicinity. And you can burn any ADSs or MIs or Renegades in the way. Okay, but surely I leave myself exposed when I use my launchers because I need to swing into them. Again, no. You can just bounce off walls now. Grim. Use Grim. Learn Grim. Grim is overpowered. For Brava, it's similar to Flores. Run a 1x. But if you really want to get techie with it, if I catch any of my Bravas on my team sitting on the drone all round and hacking shit that is just practically useless to the team like alibi clones, I'm team killing you on the spot. Do not sit on your Brava drone the entire round. If you get off your drones and you're in a 1 versus 4 or less, if you're in the 1 versus anything and you get off your drone at that point, you are not playing Brava right, do not play her. I'm genuinely tweaking at the thought of that. For Ram, use your drones to open vertical, of course, but if you have 1 left over, for example, use it to deny audio cues. This could be anything from as far as you walking into site or as late round as you planting the bomb. And the last tip is for Deimos, and that's going to be make sure you run a grip on his AK. With the recent season, they gave him the ability to have grips on his AK. So go on the vertical grip and get fragging with that AK. So that's going to be in the video, you guys. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. Go follow my Twitch, Twitter and TikTok on the description of this video. Thank you guys for all the support, and if you want more attacker tips, go through my channel. I've got one tip for every attacker at the beginning of the year, so some might be outdated, and I've started streaming on Twitch a little bit more than I was like a month ago, where I didn't stream one time. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for sticking around and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.
That is self-revival. What?
Gonna start eating my crisps. Some Aldi squares, salt and vinegar. I said vinegar. Oh, I'll move.